Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Atlanta Season 3. And this has recently come out on FX and also streaming on Hulu with their partnership. And this season of Atlanta finds the crew in Europe. And as this season kind of has two very distinct ways about it. It has the actual story that's focusing on Paperboy and the whole crew here with Ern, and you have Paperboy and Darius and Van as they all go off into Europe. They're going on tour, dealing with some BS, like people stealing things or trying to get to performances on time and all that kind of stuff, and dealing with their relationships with each other and just the general issues with the music industry. And as ever, that's still really interesting. And I think a lot of it has to do with the characters and especially the performances, because you have the likes of Donald Glover, Tyree, LaKeith Stanfield, Zazie, Beetz. They're great, all four of them. And they really all carry their own in this series and keep you interested and engaged in this group of people as they're navigating through music industry, relationships with each other, friendships, potential romantic relationships, all these different kinds of things. And those episodes are engaging and interesting, and they even go a little step further with melding in some of the strange, abstract, surrealist kind of storytelling that really take over in some of the other episodes. One particular scene in this season that I think was the biggest one for me that really made this show stand out in what it's able to do is you have Paperboy. He's getting dragged all around this city by this woman, and he winds up at this club. And after looking at like a coaster, he realizes it's called the Cancel Club. And who does he meet there? Liam Neeson. Actual Liam Neeson playing an exaggerated version of Liam Neeson. And the exchange that he has and the dialogue that Liam Neeson agreed to say in the show just says so much about the respect that these artists have and what they're able to convey in terms of commentary on racial relations and all kinds of other things. And I was floored. I was floored by that scene. I'm just like, did I just watch that? Did that actually happen? And like, Liam Neeson's not the only like big name person that cameos in this season. You even have a little bit of Alexander Skarsgård in the last one, and he's something else. And this season is able to mix in those kinds of things. But then there's plenty of episodes that are full-blown, just completely about other things. And these little contain stories of like this white, like very white vagabond hippie family bringing in a couple of young black kids, including one who went out of his way to get away from his family and realizes like it's your pretty standard the grass is always greener on the other side kind of story. But there's a dark edge to a lot of the stories in this show because there's some deep-seated, intense, and biting commentaries that the creators in this show, which you have at the center here, it's like Donald Glover and Stephen Glover and everybody else that are writers on the show, really go out of their way to make an impact and deliver something meaningful and resonant and something that you're not going to forget. This show is hard to forget. Like, after watching this season, all the different episodes and all the crazy things that happen, they still sit with me. And they know how to tell a story, they know how to engaging characters, and they know how to put a message. This is more of a personal preference maybe, and less of like something like commentating on the actual show. But I do wish that there was more specific time with, the crew, our main characters, because there's like 4 or 5 whole episodes where it's completely focusing on something else, and you're just like, huh, guess this is where the show's going. But I applaud them on the fact that like they're doing something bold and different and unexpected with this series and expanding the scope that it's able to accomplish. But those are my thoughts on Season 3 of Atlanta. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.